I want to enjoy my money now. I'll start investing when I make more money. I don't want to lock my money away until retirement. These are common excuses from people who refuse to begin investing. And honestly, you can understand where they're coming from. Because when you've never invested before, spending money feels rewarding, while investing just feels like giving something up. But there's a few things people fail to realize about investing. Things you usually don't understand until you actually begin doing it for yourself. It's a common misconception that you're only going to notice benefits in 30 or 40 years when you retire, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Most sell everything and retire abroad, retire early and travel around the country, take a few years off from work, start a business. Even if you don't move forward with them, the options open up. Most people notice a difference much earlier than they expect. Not because they suddenly feel wealthy, but because every dollar you accumulate creates a little more distance between you and financial stress. Before you have savings or investments, even small problems can feel bigger than they should. Everything comes directly out of your paycheck and your monthly cash flow. But once money starts building in the background, that pressure begins to change. Stress doesn't disappear completely, but it fades away. Each dollar saved or invested pushes you a little further away from that feeling that one bad month could throw everything off. Doors begin to open, and you begin to think of all the options you have. Adding another layer, retirement savings is often treated like your money gets locked in a vault and completely disappears until you turn 65. That's how a lot of people think about investing accounts, especially retirement accounts. Like the second you contribute, the money becomes untouchable for decades. But in reality, it's usually nowhere near that restrictive. Take a Roth IRA, for example. You can withdraw your original contributions at any time, completely penalty-free. If you put in $20,000 over several years, that contribution amount is still accessible if you truly needed it. The gains have rules attached to them, but the money you contributed is not locked away in the way people imagine. Even traditional retirement accounts, like a 401k or regular IRA, are often misunderstood. Yes, withdrawing early typically comes with taxes and a 10% penalty, but that's very different from the money being inaccessible. If someone absolutely needed the funds, they could still access them. A penalty is not the same thing as a locked door. A lot of people avoid investing because they picture their money disappearing into an account they can never touch again. But most retirement accounts are much more flexible than people realize, especially compared to the way they're commonly described. And more importantly, starting small changes behavior. Someone who invests $100 per month consistently is far more likely to increase that amount later. But someone waiting to have enough money to start often delays investing for years because the perfect situation never really arrives. People scoff at the idea of investing because they immediately focus on the small starting amount. They hear something like investing $100 per month and instantly dismiss it as meaningless. What is that really going to do? That'll never make a difference. You can't build wealth with amounts that small. As they turn around and waste $100 on something meaningless. But that thinking completely misses how investing actually works in real life. Almost nobody starts with large amounts of money. Most of us don't wake up one day with a $2 million portfolio generating $200,000 per year. Nearly everyone who eventually builds meaningful investments starts from a point that looked unimpressive in the beginning. The early stages are usually slow, small, and honestly kind of underwhelming. That's normal. The first few $1,000s are not supposed to look life-changing. The point is not that $100 per month instantly transforms your life. The point is that it starts the process and gets the ball rolling. It creates consistency, accumulation, and time in the market, which is what eventually causes the numbers to become significant later on. What people underestimate is how quickly small amounts stop being small once they're repeated. A person investing consistently for years is not relying on one contribution to make them wealthy. They're relying on the accumulation of hundreds of contributions, combined with growth and compounding over time. And more, those who have never taken investing seriously find satisfaction and gratification from spending money. That's natural when the two main choices are spend it or save it, and they've never experienced the latter. And this is the tricky part. Once you actually invest money seriously, you begin to see spending as boring and temporary. A purchase usually has a very short emotional lifespan. The anticipation is often stronger than the actual ownership. You want something, you get it, there's a brief spike of satisfaction, and then it quickly settles into normal life. Hours later, it already feels less significant. Days later, it blends into everything else you own. Even expensive items follow this pattern more often than people expect. You might buy a car, and for a few days, a few weeks, maybe a few months, it's exciting. But then all of your friends and coworkers have seen it, it gets dirty, the excitement wears off. Not that it's no longer enjoyable, it's just that the satisfaction level quickly went from 100 down to 7 or 8. Investing works on a completely different timeline. Instead of ending at the moment of purchase, it continues working for you day after day, essentially for the rest of your life. The original decision doesn't disappear. It keeps producing results long after it's made. That's where the realization comes in. Spending money is actually pretty predictable, while investing becomes more engaging over time. Not because material things stop being enjoyable, but because the pattern is always the same. You buy something, it feels good briefly, then it becomes normal. Investing moves in the opposite direction. What starts small gradually becomes more interesting as contributions accumulate and growth becomes visible. For example, seeing $10,000 grow to $11,000 without lifting a finger is actually pretty exciting. It's not about the $1,000, it's about the money growing on its own. Gains generate additional gains, contributions stack over time, and the effect increases without requiring more input from you. Time itself becomes part of the process, amplifying what was already set in motion. That shifts how money is experienced. Before investing, time mostly feels like earning, spending, and paying bills on repeat. After investing, time begins working in the background to improve your financial position. Spending gives a short burst of satisfaction that fades quickly. Investing creates progress that keeps building long after the initial action is taken. Visible. That's why many people who once saw investing as boring eventually find themselves more interested in watching their investments grow than in repeating the cycle of buying things. It's pretty common to feel stuck financially, like you're just going through the same loop every month. Work, pay bills, spend what's left, repeat, with nothing really changing in a meaningful way. Investing breaks that pattern because it forces a direction. You're not just cycling through money anymore. You're building towards something you can actually pinpoint. For example, putting money into a retirement account every month turns something vague, like saving for the future, into something trackable. You can see the number moving towards a point where work becomes optional, or where financial pressure is noticeably lower, or where you have more flexibility in how you live day to day. That could be, I want enough invested to retire at 60. I want my investments covering a portion of my expenses. Or even just, I want options so I'm not fully dependent on my job forever. Without that, time just feels like repetition. Another month passes, but nothing about your situation is structurally different. With a goal in place, each month has a role. Each contribution is a step towards a specific outcome you've already defined. For example, so you'll find yourself getting wealthier than you thought because all of these factors start reinforcing each other and building momentum. For example, you might have set out with a goal of becoming a millionaire. At the beginning, that number feels like a clear endpoint you're working towards. But as you continue, the process starts to feel surprisingly rewarding. You get used to watching your money grow, seeing consistent contributions add up, and noticing how small choices make a big difference. And when you have a defined number you're trying to reach in your head, it makes you more optimistic, adds excitement to the everyday, and fuels motivation. As a result, you might find yourself reaching your goal much sooner than anticipated. There are some important points that people who don't invest never realize, and the difficult part is that you don't usually understand them until you actually start investing yourself. But many people never start investing precisely because they don't realize them in the first place. Eventually, you don't just reach that original goal, you pass it. And the surprising part is that it doesn't feel like a finish line. You're still in the same rhythm, still investing, still seeing growth, still building. So the process continues, and before long, you find yourself moving past $2 million and beyond, not at a slowing pace, but at an accelerating one, because the base you're building on keeps getting larger and you become very good at the process. You start to genuinely enjoy watching wealth build from nothing. Wasting money is simply out of the question in the first place. The people who do invest, though, come to see these things as true pretty quickly. And in reality, these are the exact reasons why some people steadily build more and more wealth over time, while others remain stuck in the same place, repeating the same cycle without much real progress.